Now that's the perfect woman. Yeah.
Finally, a loyal girlfriend.
Hollywood is run by.
Did you want to do a reverse? I mean, we can do it after a reverse shot where like it's through the scope and then you pull the camera back, and then you play it in reverse.
No. I don't think we're gonna have time for any of this. Yeehaw, partners! Shut up, Julius.
Is this the frame?
Oh my God.
I'm just confirming.
Yeehaw, partners! Welcome to. I mean, what is it? This guy either gonna be episode 2 or episode 1, depending on whether I fix the first episode ever, if I find the time or the means to do it. Today we're doing VHS tapes. It's the Yeehaw Elimination Challenge. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, one shot, one kill.
One shot, one kill. One final movie gets to live and get watched. So we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna do this. This is completely original. No one's ever eliminated VHS tapes in any capacity to watch them before. Turbo fueled. Shall we?
Yeah.
Locked and loaded.
Let's get Richard Pryor out of here because I do not want to watch a comedy special.
The first people on the earth were black people. Because anthropologists, white anthropologists. So the white people go, that could be true, you know. Yeah, Dr. Leakey and them found people remains 5 million years ago in Africa. You know them motherfuckers didn't speak French. So black people, we the first people.
Somebody got blasted.
Not a very good comedy special.
Open the bolt. Open the bolt.
Huh?
You gotta open the bolt.
Why is that? Legally?
Yeah. Thank you.
Crisis averted.
Mission accomplished. Let's go through the door.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Dude.
Unwound.
It's everywhere. We have to clean this up, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wind,
Well,
water,
we missed. For this feels more racist than I thought it would be.
It's all because it was black.
I mean, that's a nice effect. This is very cool. Too bad I'm gonna have to clean all this up.
Today's trivia question: how many feet of spool are inside one VHS tape?
Gosh, oh my God. That really went fucking everywhere.
Well, Kevin, how was your shot? Where did you aim and where did you hit?
I mean, I aimed at Richard and I got Richard. Oh my God, look at this. There's minutes of tape. There's minutes of special in here.
Hit Richard or die trying, huh?
Four powers combined. I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet. He's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. He's a power magnified. And it's
Big target.
Especially, you know, Weili Zhang lost her fight last night. She got knocked out, so we're done. We're done with the Chinese story. There we go. All right, let's do Julius. Why is someone else already here?
Well, that's not my coworker, so it's not them.
Why would it be your coworker?
Well, he knows he's booked 9 to 1. That's all.
What time is it right now?
9:30. That's 9:32. At the earliest.
You know what makes me angry?
Being vulgar and we're filming.
We're not being
This
dumb,
slide.
right?
I know this is incredibly annoying.
And this
Well,
is how angry I am for every waking
WTF.
moment that ED page is up.
Well, I trust people to just bring their 2-year-olds while I'm trying to film and shoot guns. That's fantastic.
Don't be so quick to judge.
Alright, I mean, I don't care either way, it's annoying. Alright, Julius, you're up.
As parched dust blows apathetically across streets more like still open mass graves brimming with its kin, a lone rooster crows awkwardly in the middle distance, no sense of reverence for the occasion. The hard-faced man, 3 days' ride from a razor or a hot meal, traces the chips and depressions in the 11th bead of his mother's Giallo Fiorito rosary with a finger that has long forgotten the luxury of being able to tremble. The sun has threatened to start burning off the vagrant fog, like the last warning of a shopkeeper standing over a wino in the front doorway an hour before the open of day's business. High tide and the dawn seem to be in cahoots. One feels as though the planets themselves must be a part of the cabal. The second hand on his pocket watch, grand orchestrator of the whole disquieting intrigue, has made little effort to continue the charade. No longer sluggishly out of step with the gears driving it, it now stands deathly still. As his destiny peaks the crest of the hill before him, tawny felt Stetson piercing the membrane of horizon, he wonders to himself, not quite aloud, whether or not he's remembered to tuck that yellowing, tattered copy of his last will and testament into the breast pocket of his threadbare red and white flannel shirt. The crowd, well-practiced statues, begin to stir and murmur.
Julius,
Kevin,
welcome
where am I?
in to the shed. Welcome to the shed. Into the shed. Welcome to the Republican shed. Well, man, we picked the right movie. We picked the best movie of all of them, Mars Attack. I'm pretty excited to watch Mars Attack. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last survivor of our
One-shot take.
one-shot take. Even though we lost a bunch of our footage, very annoying. But you know what? We got some footage. We're good. We're going forward. We have Mars Attack, and we're gonna watch Mars Attack.
What's the sleeve say? What are we in for?
The year's when was this made?
I want a blockbuster experience.
1996. The year's coolest movie by far. Great achievement. Awake, Earthlings! It's later than you think. Don't miss this hilarious frenzy as Tim Burton, from Batman and Beetlejuice, directs and as Tim Burton directs and Mars Attacks. What? Don't miss this hilarious frenzy as Tim Burton directs and Mars Attacks. That doesn't make any sense. That's very annoying already. C!
The letter?
No, it says C, as in C, and then there's a bunch of dots. C! Stars that shine across the galaxy. Jack Nicholson in a dual role. He plays two roles. I didn't know that. Glenn Close is
Hell yeah.
That's very funny. Annette Bening.
A lot of research has gone into
Annette
studying.
Pierce Brosnan, Danny DeVito, and dozens more. Shriek! At mean green invaders from the angry red planet, armed with insta-fry ray guns, endowed with slimy, humongous brains, and enlivened with this out-of-the-world but state-of-the-art special effects. Gasp! As the U.S. legislature is overwhelmed. It makes it sound like it makes it sound like they come in and they're like, "We're joining Congress," but that's, I promise you, not what happens. No, I said they were coming to fuck with legislature.
Yes. The rational way to deal with humans. I have a bill.
Don't fear, we still have 2 out of 3 branches of the government working for us, and that ain't bad. Thrill! As Earth fights back with an unexpected weapon. Glenn Close's
The Martian canals are actually canyons. Some of them over 100 miles deep. Martian civilization has
Like Glenn Close's
under the surface of the planet.
So you've never seen this movie?
No.
Really?
I think I might. Whatever I think I may have seen from this, I think it might actually be Coneheads.
Okay.
All I think I know from this is ack. I like how he's just reading off the back of a roll of condoms.
This is a very good movie, and it's actually very funny. So I'm really hoping this VHS tape is A, rewinded, and B, works. So why don't we get started?
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Do this.
What should be someone's like home wedding tape?
What do you think? How'd you like it?
Pretty good movie. I like the old like 90s style movie where it's like, well, you can bring your kids, but we're gonna throw some like adult jokes in there.
Play our anniversary and stay off of land.
That seems very.
Who was that basketball player?
The little I asked you was not to promote it on that and not to bring them to my games.
To like keep you entertained. You know what I mean? Where it's on like full kids movie.
I mean, I would not bring a kid to this movie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with the head, like
the whole
12-year-old
movie is,
maybe.
I remember seeing this when I was a kid, and I was frightened because it was like,
oh, a little too spooky.
You're literally people are getting zapped into skeletons, and faces are being blown out. Oh yeah.
What about like 14? If you had like a 14-year-old teenage kid, I think you could.
I mean, yeah, but that's not really a kid, that's a teenager.
Alright. Well.
Oh. Yeah. No, that's a teenager. You can obviously have a teenager. That's not a problem. It's weird because it's I can't tell if it's good or bad, you know? Like, I think inherently it's a good movie because I enjoyed the movie. And every time I watch it, I'm excited to watch it. It's like, it's almost, but it's like got so many different plot lines where it's like, yeah, at the ending, the boy is just like, we're starting a plot, like, literally, it was what, 93 seconds before the end of the movie, and they're starting a plot line of, like, him and Natalie Portman.
My parents couldn't be here today for saving the world from the Martians.
Oh, she's the president now? Very cool.
I have to.
I'm prepared to speak, is that alright?
Falling in love with each other, like having a crush on each other. Like, what's the point of this? What was the point of having her there and all that stuff? So it just seems like
yeah. And why a mariachi band? I mean, it doesn't really have to make sense.
That's the problem, is I'm trying to make too much sense of it, yeah.
But it is just entertaining.
The movie's very good, but some of the choices just make me go, not even the nonsensical choices. It's the choices of, like, that stuck out to me. And just like the extra plot of like having a second Jack Nicholson selling his Galaxy Casino and like
and then there wasn't even like a joke about them staying there.
I mean, I don't need a joke of them staying there. It's just like some of the stuff I see in there that could have just been removed, and like you could have had more. Like, it felt like there was no character in this. It was just like a bunch of different scenes of Mars attacks, and then one person figures out how to maybe we could have seen more of how. It's stupid that I'm asking for any type of consistency in this movie because it's a good movie as it is, and I love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
so they all find out with the song.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just some small things where there needs to be like a spine that makes a small amount of. It seems like to me it's a weird choice to not go like, why not add an extra scene in between the boy? And maybe I wasn't paying attention, but like it's like. Okay, the boy figures it out, and then what? It's like I'm still confused at how they got the information out about this.
Well, they just started blasting over the radio, but that also doesn't like force your radio to come on and turn to that channel. So I don't.
No, but look, they've got giant speakers on their fucking things now too. So like the spread of the information has just been for a movie that was really big on like giving us the timestamps. They stopped giving us the timestamps of like when they found this out and how quickly everyone else found out. I don't understand why they didn't like bridge that gap. None of the movie makes sense, so he could have just been like, I have the president's phone number for no reason, and I'd have been like, all right, well that works for me. You know, that's a good enough answer for me. So
yeah, he could have called like the army guy, and it would have been like, well, he knew because of his brother.
Well, there's so many different. I thought there were so many different plot points happening that I thought he might meet the black kids, and since the black kids met the president, that somehow it all like it's like and the black kids. Nope, we're not touching that one with a 10-foot pole, man. Don't say a fucking word. This is a cleaner channel for better people.
What you're worried about is the removal of killing machines from the hands of deranged young people, then maybe we should talk about a blanket gun ban.
The black kids are like with the president and the Secret Service and have ray guns, and then the next scene they're with their mom
in the living room,
in the project. So you're like, okay, so did the school trip like go back? Like they're like, oh, the tour went no hitches. Let's go back. You can keep the guns as a little souvenir tour. You know, peg.
Black people in the White House!
How did the kids escape with alien technology? They were just with the president of the United States and now they're with their mom? So I don't, it makes me, like, it's weird to have a scene at the end of her giving medals to them and them having like a meet cute, but then also like not just have like those two tangents like tied together. For no reason whatsoever.
I mean, it definitely shows the convenience of killing off a character. Like, killing off the parents and the brother and, like, all the other people. It's like, yeah, it's like, you can just cleanly wrap it up right there.
It's so... I don't know why there were so many... Like, this must be one of those, like, this must have been, like, an Adam Sandler movie where, like, they just... 90% of the budget is hiring people that you like and are friends with you to give them $2 million for no reason.
Oh, that's Sarah Jessica Parker.
Wait, what's her face in those?
Natalie Portman. Oh, it's his dual role.
Yeah. I have some good news.
Is that John McCain?
The Martian ambassador.
Oh, Glenn Close.
I mean, this guy is popular too. I don't know his name.
And Tom Jones. Oh, it's you, Julius. Oh, that's what's her face too, isn't it?
Oh, it's Jack Black.
Because you just see Jack Black, like everyone in his family, they're all famous actors and actresses. Like every single person, I think there's so many famous people in this movie that I probably didn't recognize half of them. And it makes you question, like, why? I wonder if, like, maybe that got a lot of people to show, like, what's on the front?
A stacked card.
Like, why is Glenn Close on the front?
I can smell your from here.
Good one, Julius. Wow, that was so great. That was fantastic.
Well, because it's 96, so it's like people will know the name.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like when you're some parents at Blockbuster and it's like, oh, it has Glenn Close and Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, you're like, it's like casting a wide net. Like, oh, Glenn Close is in this. This might be a good movie.
I don't know. I wouldn't. You could easily have not mentioned Danny DeVito being in it because it's like he's not. He has what, 5 minutes of screen time?
Yeah, but exactly. He's like he was there for 1 hour of shooting and then like just followed in a line, and it could have been like any fat teenager, you know, in the right angle could have pretended to be him in the movie because he had no line. So it's this movie. It really feels like having all these famous people was like marketing stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just makes it more fun too to see all these famous people in the movie. So I kind of like it.
Well, that's like the powerful thing about like 90s movies where you're like, oh, he's in this?
No, I mean more, so it's almost like everyone just went, it's like, this was just like a fun project for everybody. You know, you go in and you just see like, it seems like no one was taking this too seriously. Everyone, like all these famous people were like, whatever, I just want to be in it because it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like this is like a you know,
like a summer hangout.
Like it's like your final year in high school together, and everyone makes a movie together, and that's what this feels like in like a positive way, not a negative way. So.
What's wrong with it?
Reddit's taking over. The Reddit atheists are hacking in. Actually, Jesus never walked in Galilee.
It's Christopher Hitchens on a Commodore 64. I just can't stop loving this movie. So even though like those problems I have are like comical problems that I think could have been fixed to make it just a small bit more sense, which makes the like nonsensical stuff funnier to me. But you know, still a fantastic. I mean, I don't know that I wouldn't suggest this movie to anyone. That dog is so cool.
Why are they green?
Why are they shooting lasers that instantly kill people? Why is the hand alive? Why is the bird not also a green skeleton? There are many questions that shouldn't be asked during Mars's.
Plot hole alert.
You know, like I'd suggest this movie.
Yeah,
it's just fun,
especially as like as a Sunday movie too, where it's like semi-brainless. You don't really have to get invested, but it's still entertaining and funny. Like there's still good gags in it.
Yeah, well, that's because I keep trying to think like, what is this movie? And you're like, it's not a comedy, but it's not a horror, but it's not like an action movie,
and it's not like slapstick.
Yeah, it's just like everything. It's just a fever dream. It's just like a weird little fever dream of like,
especially the last half once they start just like zapping everything. It's like full on like all cards are on the table. It's like let's just go for every kind of gag.
Yeah, they really went all over the place with this movie. Which I didn't. I mean, the lack of consistency became fairly consistent. You know.
Yeah.
I guess
it doesn't take itself seriously, which is sometimes the issue.
Didn't you ever have a pussycat of your own?
Sure, Grandma.
Music.
Yeah, Grandma. Before my bottom surgery.
This movie was very forward to its time.
I mean, it's definitely like an homage to like 50s like alien movie and comic book stuff, right? Like,
yeah,
do you get that impression? Like, definitely from the font.
Yeah, that's what, because it doesn't come off as like a pure parody or homage. You know, that's why it seems to be a little bit of everything. Like, sometimes it seems to be parodying them. Sometimes it's just like a slapstick.
Hey, let's throw a bowling ball on Easter Island.
I mean, this is like is it Police Academy? What are the funny ones?
Might be Police Academy or the Super Troopers.
No, it's not. It's like Police Academy. I think Police Academy is the serious ones, and then there's the
Police Academy is like 7 movies. Those are comedies.
I know, but what are the ones with that old guy with the white hair who's in every fucking funny movie? And he's in an airplane.
Oh, Naked Gun.
Yes, so this was like Naked Gun, but with an alien.
Yeah.
Like an alien vibe to it, but like humor dialed down a bit, but it's the same level of like parodying everything all the time and having fun and stuff like that. It just doesn't come off as funny as Naked Gun.
Yeah, because I think it's less like vocal jokes and more just like silly things. Silly gags.
But the problem is the budget for this movie was probably...
Oh, I know. There's so many explosions.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Mad Max.
That's very cool. I love the contrast of like hiring like 10 helicopters and tons of cars to drive on for an insane scene, and then it's like, even with that same amount of budget put towards CGI, it's like something I can do in 3 seconds. You look at this and you're like, I mean, I don't know I wonder if this movie actually made money in the box office or not, or if it's one of those like cult classics or something like that, you know, where it like just ate dirt in the box office.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to predict because I wonder how it was received in '96. I feel like, do you think it was like a summer movie? Like, hey, take your kids to watch this?
I don't know how much.
Because I'm interested in how it was marketed.
Back in the day, I don't think it mattered as much because there's so little movies happening. If something like this came out, this was what you're going to go end up watching anyways. So
yeah, I guess so.
Well, there you go, Mars Attacks.
Why don't you just leave the Roosevelt room the way the Roosevelts wanted it? Because Eleanor Roosevelt was too fond of.
So, would you suggest this to people, Julius?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, you'd suggest this to people. I wouldn't. I'd say don't ever watch Mars Attack.
But you just said...
That's incorrect. That's false news.
Alright.
We have to have separate opinions.
Alright, little 50-50 split.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna get the whole audience that way.
Comment your opinion below.
I hate this movie. This movie sucks.
I was thinking maybe instead of houses we could live in teepees, because it's better in a lot of ways.
Good idea.
This is why we always let kids and teenagers into politics.
Yep. Problem solved, boys. That's why the aliens wanted to kill us, because we didn't live in teepees.
Yeah, I didn't see any Native Americans die in this movie. He's got a point.
Tom Jones survived. This is the worst movie.
This is the worst Mars movie I've ever
This
seen.
is dumb, and the plot was dumb. And Julius likes it. So leave a comment below, subscribe, and do the things.
Yeah.
Do the things.
But don't forget to ring that bell. Ding ding!
Please ring the bells. Oh no, not these. This is one of those SJW movies.
Yeah, they're gonna make it all to women.
Yeah, it's all people
Ruth Bader
from
Ginsburg.
All people from Refinery 29.
No, not the Muslims!
If you like, what is it? If you like this, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you were kind of medium about it, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you actually didn't watch the video but you're here to support me, leave a comment talking to me about your favorite Harry Potter character. And we'll talk about it in the next top 10 Harry Potter
Type
list.
down carrot if you got this far in the movie.
Yeah. Promo code ComeTown20.
Yeah, it's either 20 or just come town. I don't know. Try it out.
Just try it out. Go.cometown.shed.
Go on, retard.
Hey, man. I was wondering where I got that from.
And it's such clear audio. It's like it's just out of place.
Like we really need
It sounds like it got voice dubbed over.
Yeah.